Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 with the Historical Immersion Project as the Empire of Spain. Inching ever closer to our full de jure territory, only 2 more duchies to take from Galicia. And I'm not sure if I mentioned, but that will be the end of this series. Once we have the entire Iberian Peninsula, I'm going to end it there because we are a version behind in CK2 and in HIP, so kind of itching to upgrade to the newest versions and get a new series started in that. But it will be a few episodes before that happens. We have to have at least 2 more wars with Galicia, and we currently have a truce with them, which is going to last, where are we going here? For 3 more years. So unless we can kill her, which we most likely can't, we're going to have to just pass the time until then. We're also in a war with the Doge of Genoa, which we don't probably need to help out too much with. I imagine the Emperor is having a fine time over there. Okay, my Duke is a little happier. Looks like he's not actually sieging any of the land or anything. He is winning though. Okay, so I think we can afford to move our Chancellor now, since that Duke is extremely happy. It looks like Navarra probably could use some work over there. So let's get our Chancellor on the job. We're almost at our vassal limit. We might have to give out a kingdom or 2 at some point. Not quite yet though. We can afford 1 more. So we don't currently have a holy war cooldown. We could declare a holy war. It would have to be somewhere here in Africa. We can declare on the Sultan of Africa. Not on Songhai though. Even though we have a border, but I'm not sure why. Can we have a look and see? Just says we don't have a valid CB. Oh, we actually have a truce with him, so we won't be doing that to pass the time, I guess. Though if we're going to have land over here, I would like to try and expand it. Guess we can't declare on this guy either. No, he's not independent. Who's your liege? Just don't have a valid CB. Well, I'm not sure why not. We do have some land over here. Oh well. Measles in Denia, okay. My son is mastering the art of swordsmanship, that's good. My other son is okay. My grandson is still only 2 years old, just turned 3. So we keep an eye on him so we can educate him ourselves when he comes to the appropriate age. And my other son became a fortune builder. Yeah, decent enough character. Okay, the Duke of Navarra is happier. Let's get him married to somebody. Let's maybe betroth him to an unmarried duchess. Or we can take an unlanded princess, maybe. It would give us the outside chance of getting our dynasty on the throne of another country. The Princess of Wales. Sure. Alliance with Wales might not be the most useful thing in the world, but you never know. Probably more likely just to end up helping them against Alba. So the King of France, my nephew, he wants to marry my other nephew, the heir to the Kingdom of France, to my courtier. Okay. I will allow it. Alright, a crusade for Antioch. His Holiness Pope Symmachus II has been swayed by the cries for help from the Christian population in the Kingdom of Antioch. Yes, Deus Vult. So Antioch is over here. Not sure about the exact de jure location. Just up here. Alright. So this has been declared on the Sultan of Syria, which is this land here. So assuming this wins, it's actually not going to take that much land. It's just going to be probably yeah, only the parts of his land that are in Antioch, I think. Maybe it'll be all of his land. Quite a lot of Antioch is already part of Jerusalem, it looks like. They've been expanding lately, it looks like. I don't think they had this much land before. They were sort of confined to this little area down here. Could be wrong about that. I haven't been paying a lot of attention to this area, but let's get involved in the crusade. We're actually at war with Sicily right now. They're probably in this war with Genoa. Yeah, okay. That's fine. So, I'll go ahead and raise all my vassal levies. I don't think I can afford to raise my domain troops. That will cost me 37 monthly, which is more than we're making. So we'll just use our vassals. We'll rally them to some coastal locations, since that'll be quicker than waiting for them all to rendezvous in one place. And the Pope accepts our offer of help, of course. Why wouldn't he? Let's get some boats raised too. We're going to need to transport like 15,000 or so up in this area. I already raised those. So we are definitely going to need more than that amount of boats over here. Why don't you guys have more boats? In fact, why don't we just raise all the boats? That would make more sense, wouldn't it? You can probably head over here. We'll send that fleet around over there to pick up the other army. You head over here. My wife is pregnant again. Okay. You actually won't fit on that fleet. Oh, there's more on the way. Okay. I thought we had enough. So there might not actually be enough capacity in this fleet. It's only 3,000 more. So I'm just going to send this army over here, and we might have to make several trips, it looks like. Okay, so you can just march over here via land, and we'll see what we're working with. I'm just going to disband the troops over here in African mini-Spain. We'll take half of this army over here. You can get on your own local boats and get over here as well. Let's take... Oh, and we are suffering attrition over there, which is bad. Let's not do that. Okay, so in total we can only transport 47,000 at a time, which means we will have to make multiple trips. I'll just take this 25k in the first trip, and then we'll probably just take all the rest of them in the next one. Looks like we're a little late to the party after all my faffing about with all the boats. Jerusalem obviously has an unfair advantage since they're located so conveniently. Okay, we have some castle walls getting built. A large army there, which we would perhaps like to fight if we can get there in time. I think my current character is already a Crusader, so don't have to worry too much about getting him the trait. If we could appoint my son to one of these armies, that would be useful though. Hope he doesn't die. So we'll get them landed over here and try to attack this army. Well, looks like we were late to that party. We'll still go in and help though, and then head up here. Bring our boats back. Can fit that many troops there without taking attrition, which is good. And we had another son, that's good. Let's head up into Antioch so that we can become Crusaders. So there's no prizes for almost being a Crusader. We had a granddaughter. Ooh, inbred. And tall. Okay. The rise of the Hansa. Several German merchant guilds and trade cities along the shores of northern Europe have come together in Bremen to form the Hanseatic League with the blessing of Kaiser Arnulf III of the Holy Roman Empire. This loose confederation of free imperial cities is dedicated towards the continued prosperity of its members and the mutual defense of any merchant vessels flying its flag. Their eventual and unstated goal, of course, is to one day completely dominate all trade along the Baltic and North Seas. That is bound to ruffle some feathers. Okay, so let's fight any armies that we can find here. Probably should have split that army up a bit since we just lost thousands of men to attrition. So better late than never, let's do that. And let's get the rest of our troops over. So I don't really like our chances of actually winning this crusade. Jerusalem's at 68%. We're at 17 though. You never know. Jerusalem is getting another good battle in over there though. The rain is continuing in Girona, and we haven't seen a blue sky for weeks. We need sufficient rain for our fields, but excessive rain will cause a bad crop in coming autumn. Let's pray things will improve. So, think instead of continuing these sieges, we'll see if we can fight this army. Since I think that would be better. The Second Holy Roman Genoese Embargo War has ended as Kuno von Plain joined the war as attacker. I don't think I've ever seen a message like this before, and I have no idea what it really means, but okay. It seems like the war did not end, though. Oh well. Let's not worry about it. We did catch an army there. Let's also see if we can get involved in this battle. Which we can. France is calling us to arms against Alba. I guess I'll accept, but I'm not actually going to help. Okay. I think we'll head down here and try and fight these armies. Actually, no, you stay there. That siege is half done. I'll instead use this army, which we will definitely split into smaller groups because of the large amounts of attrition. Still getting attrition here. Split in half again. And we should be able to go in with this stack and attack them pretty effectively. Okay, good. Okay, we captured a prisoner, several prisoners, a prince in fact. And the crusade is at 42%. I think that's 5% from that prince we just captured too. Our participation, 17%. Yeah, we're definitely not going to win this one. That's okay though. It's just the principle of the thing. Ooh, and they've raised another army over here, or it's just appeared here. Either way, we'll go fight it. We want a siege. And another battle there. This army's doing nothing, so I guess we'll get it into his capital. Start sieging that. Oh, and we got into a battle there too. So this army's headed to this county. So let's intercept it and get another battle going on there. And we're now over our vassal limit. Okay, my granddaughter needs educating. Sure. We also pick a new ambition. Let's try to improve our intrigue. Yeah, we're not going to be making too much gold for the near future, so intrigue is probably okay. Not sure why we have an extra vassal suddenly, but we should probably take care of that. Is it due to some revolts among my vassals? It's probably the case, because he shouldn't be directly underneath me. He's... Okay, one of my dukes is trying to revoke a county from him. So once that's over, our vassal limit should get back to normal. So that's okay. Okay, won some more sieges. Up to 62%. Oh, we have actually caught up quite a lot. We're up to 34%, which is, in fact, the largest contribution. So maybe I was being a bit pessimistic and we could possibly win this one. Let's see. Let's take more prisoners. And my vassals are sending riders to let me know that they're meeting to discuss my rule. I think they should be fairly happy. Yep, they want to commend my rule of the realm. Good. More prestige, more vassal opinion. And I do see some small armies wandering around here, which... this is actually a slightly larger one there. Probably get more contribution from fighting that than we do from doing sieges, so maybe we'll go and attack it. But we'll have to wait for the next time for that to actually happen, because we're out of time for now. So thanks for watching, and join me again then for the conclusion of the Crusade.